Oh, I had so much fun, man. Oh, I really did. This was an absolute blast. All right, so as you can see, we got the Q, we got the Borg, we got two Enterprises. Presumably the other two are on the other cover. They're on the other cover. Look at that, connecting covers. Great. It's at least a little better than some of the other covers they've had. So this book has a huge cast of characters. And that kind of thing is not easy. Like if you're a writer and you're trying to write, what is this? Let's see, there's 7 per ship, there's 4 ships, 28 plus the 4 Q plus ancillary characters. Oh my gosh, this book has a cast of like 40 people in it. Is that insane? That's pretty insane. Now you might remember in the last issue, if you read it, that Q basically, in the process of his competition with these other 3 aliens, started a war with the Prophets after Kirk woke him up. Q started a war just for funsies. And this book posits that basically he was losing. A Q losing to someone else. Like, that's crazy. Anyway, the other Q, you remember him, right? Blondie Q and what's her name? Who's also a Q, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't matter. So some other Q intervene. They tell the Prophets, yo, let's make this so it never happened. And they erase that it ever happened. And so it didn't happen. Great. So what are they doing? They're going after the Borg. Hold on, there's one thing I do want to show. All right, so we got right there. Right there. Is it the same ship, Bart? No, thankfully. Okay. Anyway, this has been done like a couple times in each book, and it's gotten kind of old. I'm tired of seeing all 4 ships drawn in the same panel like that. It feels kind of boring. So anyway, you got 3 pretty modern starships. You've got the movie Enterprise, or the movie Next Generation Enterprise. You got the Defiant. You got Janeway's ship, the Voyager. It took me a second to remember, and then I was like, no wait, it's just named after the show. It's just named after the show. So anyway, they're like, capture Borg Queen. Capture a Borg Queen. Now, Janeway does have the Iconian portal thing. And who's working on it? Who's working on it? Who's back there working on it? Who do you think is working on it? What is the one Federation engineer you would trust with getting a crazy ancient alien piece of technology working? If your answer was Montgomery Scott, you're correct. The book uses its characters very well. There's only one time in this whole book I didn't recognize someone at a glance, and it's this panel right here. It took me a second to realize that's Data. And then I read the text bubble that said, that's Data. Aside from that, I had no problems with the art. The writing was swell. The art has gotten so much better issue to issue. I wish I'd gotten the first issue out to show you. This art is multiple times better. I don't know if the artists and the colorists have figured out how to work together better, or if the art team just has more time in general, like they were rushing the early issues to get them out the door, and then they had more time to work on these, or what. But the art's so much better. Hold on, I want to show the part. There's a couple panels I want to show that are just fun. Odo lassoing the Borg Queen. Dope changeling action. I like how he's rendered there. Very reminiscent of the show. Of course, look at the pose. Look at the camera angle for 7 of 9. Now, granted, that angle does show the Borg Queen's powerful and stuff, but it's also kind of like, living down to Voyager's reputation there. And then the shuttle crash into the Borg ship. Like, the book is just full of fun little bits. Everything about it is a blast. Uh, the captains even realize when they're laying out the rules of the game that Kirk's ship really has no business on that battlefield. And so Kirk's ship, Kirk's like, oh, I can't believe we have to hang back here. So now, what do you expect happens? What do you expect? The crew comes up with a plan, and then they execute on it. Like, you can't beat this. All these people are acting the way their characters would if this was TV, and these were the real people with the writers that you could expect from these shows in their prime. There's some more shenanigans that show up later. The Traveler and Will Crusher, they show up. They get the Iconian portal working. Like, there's all kinds of crazy stuff that goes on in the hunt for the Borg Queen and its immediate aftermath. Uh, I'm still kind of stuck back at the beginning of the book, though, where Q was losing a fight, or maybe not. If it wasn't he was losing it, the entire galaxy was dying from it, which is kind of the reason why they weren't having this war to begin with, right? So he gets chastised by the other Q, and kind of warned, and who knows what's going to happen. I'm ready for the next issue, and I wish it was in my hands so I could read it right now. If you like Star Trek, if you like any of these characters, if you like Q stories, which some people don't, but I really do enjoy them, this comic is for you. Just go buy it. I don't read a lot of other IDW books, but boy, this is a good one. Absolutely is. You all take care of yourselves and have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Until then, bye bye.